Yo, what is up, everyone? It is Ben Tenclum here, back with the Blue Mist podcast. Today, we have a special guest. His name's Alex, or you can call him Alex772. He's a good friend of mine, and yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself, mate.
Hello, my name is Alex. I play games. I don't know.
He's new to this shit, so I don't blame him. I am still kind of new to this shit, too. So, we're gonna go and get in and started. So, the topics we got for y'all today are about Destiny, pretty much. We're gonna be talking about a lot about Destiny, and then summer shit, pretty much. So we're gonna be talking about the meta, good versus bad players, and how you can tell, like, good versus bad, pretty much. The new season's out. Talk about that, the stasis buff with the new aspects, and what do we think the top three most broken weapons are. So,
Okay.
you might as well start off with, how do you think the new season is? Like, personally, I think
I
it's amazing based off the guns. The six-player activity is really fun, in my opinion. 10 times better than Gambit.
I personally like Gambit, but I haven't played the
You're about the only player that I know that actually
I haven't
enjoys Gambit.
yeah, I probably am, but I haven't played the new game. I haven't played the new game mode.
Well, the new game mode is similar to Gambit, but aesthetically pleasing, fun, actually challenging. 6 players instead of just 4. The guns in the game, the pulse, the auto, everything that's been added into this game this season, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I would say that. I haven't used much of the stuff,
I
but
know you've
I
like
I
the
per
only weakest link out of them all, I would say, would be the sidearm, the legendary sidearm, not the new exotic sidearm,
oh yeah.
but also the 180 hand cannon that the Crucible offers.
I don't think the new stasis.
The new stasis
I don't.
sidearm hits like a truck, but the only thing is, it's not worth using compared to other items.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
There's so
That's
many
like,
better items to use than that.
yeah, I don't think it's worth it to play with it.
I don't
So,
either. Like, you can get more value off using. Plus, it's a primary. Better off using a 120. Yes, they did nerf 120s, but there is still better options. Yes, you can use other weapons now, but still, 120s are still superior compared to everything else.
yeah, like good true props, like a good true prophecy or a
Or
good bottom
really,
dollar.
bottom dollar, and I would say Ignis Hammer right now is the best 120 out there.
Yeah.
Sadly, I was looking through like the future rewards in Trials of Osiris. The hand cannon won't be back in the pool, I don't think, for another month or two.
Yeah.
So that sucks for players that want to go get it and try to compete against the other Igneous Hammers. But looks like you're not going to be able to do that for a while. So stick to your pulse rifle, stick to your deadmans if you're going to try to beat them. It's about the only thing I can say. Or use a different 120. Bottom dollar is really good if you enjoy Gambit. A lot of players don't, and I know that's true. But you can use bottom dollar. True Prophecy I don't think you can get anymore. There's other guns you can use that can back
You
you
can.
up.
I think you might be able to pull true prophecy from collections, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, always check if you have a 120 in your collections. Go to dim. That also helps a lot.
Yeah.
Really, there's one of my friends that got back into the game. Didn't realize he had a God Roll 120 True Prophecy in his vault, so now he uses that all the time.
Yeah.
So remember to check your vault, even if you're a returning player or existing player. You never know what you put in your vault sometimes.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about, that was pretty much putting the meta into 1 and 2, but I really think 120s still are the meta, but what's the second strongest, I would say, would be pulses.
Yeah.
Like, Vigilance Wing is a really underrated gun. I know you use that a lot. That's what you enjoy
Yeah.
using. Like,
Yeah, I enjoy that a good bit. It shreds.
it's underrated. Like, players, I know a lot of competitive players don't use it as much because of the size of the gun. But the potential of that gun doing a lot of flinch, doing a lot of damage, getting that 2 burst pretty damn easily, and just finishing someone off with that 5 burst, it's pretty easy. It's overall an easy gun to use, rewarding, other than it's a giant gun on your screen.
It's full auto if you have catalyst.
Not the catalyst isn't hard to get. You just play the game.
Yeah.
And also, I do think No Time to Explain is still really good.
Yeah.
Probably No Time to Explain, Messenger, and the new Pulse that is out with this season are probably the best Pulses right now.
Yeah, no time to explain, actually. Can also
Outbreak would probably
first.
come in top 5 and Vigilance top 5.
I need to use Outbreak Perspective, but that's beside the point.
Bad Juju would probably be in the top 10 or like top 7 pretty easily. Bad Juju's not bad, it's just the range isn't there on Bad Juju.
Yeah. So with Vigilance, there's no range on it.
Vigilance doesn't have the best range, but if you get good with Vigilance at a certain distance, yeah, it's a pretty
Like
much game over for the rest of the players.
Yeah, like mid to close range is what
Scout rifles, I think, are the best they have been in like 2 years.
Yeah.
People say it's not meta. Dead Man's is meta. You could even consider Mida being meta. Mida's got a buff, like you barely can even get affected by flinch. By even a 120. Dead Man's is just a 120 that shoots faster. It's a scout that has longer range than a regular 120. So technically, if you want to consider the best gun compared to 120s, Dead Man's. That's about it.
Yeah.
Now going into the stasis buff, like that's stupid. It's not necessarily a buff. I don't think they made it as a buff to intend as a buff, but with what the aspects are offering, it's a buff. Especially the Hunter one. Every grenade is 10 times better. The Glacier Nade is more like a Glacier Circle. You get surrounded in it. So it's better for Shadow Dive, technically. So that helps Hunters that way. Then the Dustfield Grenade has a little mini Glacier Nade inside of it. You can shoot that to do a little bit more damage. But also the radius of it is bigger. So it's harder for you to escape and not be able to get frozen. So that's broken. But the best grenade out of all those is the Cold Snap. You can throw it. It tracks from a longer distance. And it moves faster. And now will freeze multiple people. So if it freezes one person, can go the next, can go the next, and go all the way back. It can freeze someone. Can freeze 4 different people. That's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of stasis in general, but
like that's why PvP is such in the shithole. It's stasis is the issue, plus them nerfing like high impact or aggressive frames. I think it is shotguns, removing quick draw. It's not really a nerf, really. It's the range. Like I've said, Bungie, I don't think listens to the community as much as they used to. They listen to the PvE community all day. PvP, they're just throwing it away pretty much. Sadly, for a PvP player like me, it's kind of sad to see that shit. And I'm like, it wears you out if you're trying to play it to grind to get something.
Yeah, they removed aggressive 120 RPM hand cannons now with damage and assist and aim assist fall off.
Yeah.
Distance reduced by 2 to 4 meters based on range stat. Increased precision 450 RPM auto rifle damage per bullet from 17 to 18.
Auto rifle's got a little bit of an buff, but they're still not.
Linear fusion rifle's got a.
Oh yeah, linear fusions are meta, not just for PvP but also PvE. I think that's gonna be the definite decider for like Atheon and Vault of Glass that is coming out May 22nd. Sadly, that will be my graduation day, so I won't be able to compete in the world's first race. Sucks, but I mean I gotta get the graduation out of the way anyways. So we're gonna go and get into what do you think the top 3 most broken weapons in the game are?
You skipped like 2 topics, but that's the point.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Whatever. We'll go into it later. It's fine.
Okay. Um.
Like personally, my top three. Number one, I gotta put it. Still, Bastion's number one.
Really?
Bastion's. They nerfed it a tiny bit, but it's not noticeable. It was a nerf slash buff, so it's pretty much still in the same place. So, Bastion's probably one of the most overpowered, depending on the map. Second,
Dead man.
Jotun or Telesta. Third, I would almost have to put Fellwinners in third, or just Stasis in general, but that's not a
I would have to
weapon.
be like Dead Man's, Fellwinners.
I know a lot of people think Deadman's is broken.
And then maybe like maybe 120.
Just I understand that, but I don't personally. I know people are probably gonna be like, "How the hell do you not think Deadman's is broken?" It is super good, but I don't think it is in the broken tier. The reason I don't think it's in broken tier is because the base off it requires aim. Compared to Jotun, Telesto, and Bastion.
We gotta aim with Telesto.
Doesn't
Not hard, not very
Not
bad,
really.
but at
All
close
three of
range,
those
someone
guns,
absolutely smacks it.
out of all those three guns, you really don't have to worry about aim way too much.
You gotta aim with you. Some,
Jotun tracks.
not to a certain extent. I've missed with Royal Entry before.
That's just
It's
my
pretty.
personal opinion. I mean, I'm not trying to.
I realize that, but I don't think that's. But I don't think that's like very.
I mean, everyone, like, I know a lot of people would put Deadman's like most broken right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty broken, but I don't think it's to the point where I'd say it's broken, if you know what I mean. I think it's S tier easily. Probably the best of all the weapons right now, but it's also, if you take the catalyst away, 120s are better. With the catalyst, Deadman's is better.
Yeah, there's a Bastion chip damage removed, and instead, in strings, RI and TRI. I don't know how to say it.
whatever.
Staggers unstoppable. Increases spread by angle by 13%.
It's not. It's kind of a range. It's a buff and a nerf at the same time. Because the nerf could be considered a buff, like the spread.
Yeah.
Because in some situations that helps you get the kill. So I don't know. We'll see. Now, good versus bad players and how to tell. Personally, like, you can use broken shit and tell the difference between a bad player and a good player. Normally, good players have good positioning, know when to back up, know when to engage and disengage and engage in a fight. A lot of other players that aren't good or aren't as good as the good players tend to rush in, be more careless about their life in the game, and that gets them killed half of the time to good players. Like, no offense to put you under the bus here, but I've noticed, like, your map awareness is a lot of the issues with most players nowadays. Like, game sense is the issue. People can have good aim, but the game sense is the main issue with players in Destiny.
Yeah. I'd say that good players have better movement.
Understand how to move, understand how to aim, but they also put it in perspective on how to play the game.
Yeah.
Yes, they can use broken shit, but they're half the reason sometimes they win with broken shit is because they have map and game awareness. They know when to engage, they know when not to engage. Like, I'm not considering myself a god tier player. I consider myself an above average player. I consider Alex a below average player, but I wouldn't say he's not far from average, but he's not bad either. Like, I normally am good at reading people because I 1v1 a lot, and I understand how people play, so I can read their engagements and how they normally play. based off that. But there's a lot of things that you'd have to deal with via that. But
Yeah.
like, it's really all depends. Like, if you're a sweaty PvP player like I am, or if you're just a casual PvP player, next time, here's a tip: save your lives. Don't rush in. You will notice a huge difference in your gameplay. Work on something you want to work on. If you want to work on aim, focus on that for a couple games. Focus only on that. If you want to focus on staying alive longer so you can secure a higher KD ratio, do that. Write that down,
Yeah.
put that in, work on that for a couple games. Like, you want to keep pushing the things that you think you would need improvement on. Don't worry about everything else. Don't. Worry about that one topic you were trying to work towards. Personally, I think
Yeah.
the most important one is aim, game sense, and trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
Staying a lot of issues in this Destiny's games, like the Destiny community, is people don't know how to conserve their lives and stay alive and while getting kills. Half the time it's
Yeah.
just going around shotgunning, getting a trade, they die. Whoop de do. They respawn. But the thing is, if you want to become a better player, learn how to survive. Learn when to back up. Learn when to engage. That's one of my best things I've been working on. I still have to work on.
Yeah, and I think that you could build that very well by like 1v1 in and things like that. Someone better than
Yeah.
you or similar skill level
I would
to you.
personally say do someone similar, and if you are feeling more confident, yes, play someone a little better than you. Don't play
Yeah.
someone like that is a god tier compared to you. Like,
Yeah,
that
you're
won't really help you. But if the god tier player is willing to teach you and willing to give you some tips, yes, go with them and they might be able to help you. There's probably always people willing to help newer players or try to get into the competitive scene of Destiny. There's not a big competitive scene, but I normally do host tournaments on my Discord server, so don't forget to check that out. That will be linked down in the description. And before I end off talking about the Destiny part, what is one thing you want to work on in your PvP skills, Alex? Like, one thing you want to pinpoint.
I thought my aim is pretty decent, but like I have better aim on some things than I do on others, but
Yeah.
like main thing right now is probably sniping, but game sense just something that,
You need to work on game sense. Personally, is what I
yeah,
think you need to work on.
yeah.
Basing off how,
I
like,
agree with that.
playing with you. Probably my thing is most likely primary aim or learning to actually stay alive. I know the maps, I know game sense. It's just the staying alive part, know when to back up engagements. I can work on that a little bit more. But yeah, if you guys play Destiny, make sure to join up on the Discord. Play with us sometime. We do scrims, we do Rumble events, just chilling half the time. So make sure you do that. Link to join will be down below in the description. So make sure to do that. Now we're gonna go and get into plans for the summer. You got any plans for the summer?
Yeah, I'm gonna say something on the last topic though, but
Go ahead. You can.
I need to learn to to disengage very well, like disengage, like
Yeah.
fights
I
and
don't
stuff
think
like
you're
that.
necessarily bad at that.
Yeah,
It's the part of you understanding when you engage and when not.
yeah.
It's the really when issue and understanding how to engage.
My plans for summer though, like I enjoy biking, so I'm gonna do that a good bit. I can go in the pool and stuff like that. So
Nice. My plans are gonna end up having to get a job. Graduating, so yeah, that's the 22nd. I'm done with school, by the way, guys, so I don't have to go back until the 22nd to do graduation. And then I have a graduation party that is June 12th, and I will be doing a vlog and a live stream of it, a IRL live stream for a little bit. Not going to be long at all, but I got everything to set that up with a GoPro, and I'll probably do the IRL live stream with my phone, just chilling with y'all. And yeah, introducing people. But then, my plans for summer, I do want to improve on my content creation, not just for Twitch, but for also YouTube. So both of those combined are probably what I want to do. And that's mainly the things I want to do with summer wise. And I know Alex is coming over to the graduation party for me, so that's fun. It's gonna be like 20 plus people at the party. So far we got 24, so it's pretty fun. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to graduation. But you never know what's coming up in life. But anyways, we're gonna get ready to end this off. It's been Alex for the first guest here, so make sure to say hi to him in the Discord when you guys join up. And anyways, I'm gonna end it off here. Stay positive, stay fresh, stay misty. Blue Mist out.
Bye.